This is
Let's start this. Come on.
Oh,
we on. We on. We live. We on.
Oh, we live. All right, cool. Because I was gonna say, how y'all doing? I'm not going for none of that. Mahomes. Nah, bro, we not.
What's
doing
good,
that,
fellas?
right?
How y'all feeling
Yo,
today?
What's going on, man? Let's get it.
Yo,
Good.
the Packers fans, they died. They died weeks ago. They can't talk in this episode. So yeah, let's get to it, man.
Yo, hold on.
Hell of a Super Bowl.
Watch your mouth, bro.
Hell of a Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. Just keep it for the Super Bowl. Watch your mouth with all that Green Bay talking.
Jordan Love.
You gotta fight for your right to party. One,
Let's get
3.
Graded A. Graded A.
Yo, Peso, let's get that film rolling real quick while we on it.
It's rolling. Everybody watching, please like the channel, subscribe, do what you gotta do, share. We are here with a live reaction recap of the Super Bowl matchup. The Chiefs are the Super Bowl winners. The floor is yours. Got a lot of energy, a lot of animosity going on right now.
Hey, listen, I'm gonna start it off right now. The 49ers, you should be ashamed of yourself. Okay? You let them boys walk you down in OT to get the dub. They had a 4th and 1. They had Kansas City was 4th and 1 in OT. Y'all let Mahomes do his little run.
Well, let's honestly, first and foremost,
what is 1 yard?
Going to the Super Bowl ain't easy, let alone in the
No.
Going to the Super Bowl ain't easy than overtime alone. Alone.
Keep it a bean. They show Taylor Swift and a big play was made every time.
I was getting tired of that.
Thank you. Every trip they show her cheering, a magical big play happens.
Can we talk about how we know by now you're not supposed to blitz Mahomes, and every time they give a big play, it was against the blitz.
Exactly.
Literally.
My thing is, you allow them boys, Kansas City, to walk you down all the way.
Hold on, real quick. Who's going for who? One at a time. We all see our teams. So
that's what I want to.
Yo, let it be said. We already know Musa was going for the Chiefs. Let it be known, King was going for the Chiefs from after week 8. Like he was a Chiefs fan from the jump, bro.
Whoa.
Let's talk about it.
King was on the low. King was on the cheering for the Chiefs the whole time. Low key. You're not even finna do that.
Oh, man. King, you undercover?
He was undercover the whole time. Yo, we're not finna do that. You was an undercover brother, bro, for real. We know what you is.
Yo, listen.
I feel you.
You tell by the hat.
You can tell by the hat. Thank you.
Fry you up. I'm gonna fry you up. Drake, I'm gonna fry you up. Relax. I'm gonna fry you up.
Yo,
hey,
nah, son.
Real quick before we I want to get back into everything else, but how do y'all feel about the new overtime rules and regulations for that stuff? It was my first time being hip to that. I never seen that before.
So they changed it. I think I want to say 2 years ago.
Was it last Super Bowl?
I think it was
one of the two.
Super Bowl, bro.
It was in the AFC. I think it was the game where Mahomes and Josh Allen, they went to OT and they had a shootout.
Oh, so yeah, that was I think that was 3 years ago. That was Josh Allen's coming out party.
That was his coming out party, and they had a shootout to the end, and they felt like
they lost.
They lost, but Mahomes ended with the ball or whatever. But they feel like, I guess in that, they felt like they needed to change the overtime rule because Josh Allen didn't get a chance to. I don't know if he got a chance to have the ball or whatever.
He didn't.
He didn't get a chance to have the ball, so they changed it to benefit because it was a high-scoring game. And it was it's unfair for a team.
It was a lot of complaining after that game from the Bills and all that. Mind you, the year before, the same thing happened to Mahomes against Brady.
Against Brady, which he lost.
He lost, to the GOAT.
I feel
one goat to another, but
it's not one go to another, just one go to one.
One person.
I feel like I like the new rule because it gives the other team a chance. You know what I'm saying? Because that one score rule, I feel like it relied too much on the defense to get the stop, and the game was really on whoever got the possession in OT.
To be
The game would
honest,
normally
that
go to
rule
them.
doesn't even matter in the sake of this game because they went down the field and kicked the field goal. So
No.
Mahomes and them
No.
was getting the ball back regardless. If this was old overtime rules, the
They would've
Niners
lost.
got the ball, kicked the field goal. They
That's
would
it.
have
Game over. Game over.
I want to Ace. How you feel about that new change?
I like it because it gives them a chance to score. However, 49ers would have, could have, should have. They had it. It was in great position. They could have went for it. However, like I said, the change is good, but I feel like at the same time, if the team scores a touchdown, I feel like the other opposition, especially if they're up 4 or more, they should have the chance to answer. 49ers did kick the field goal. Mahomes and scored.
Which
But
I don't agree with.
Let the 49ers be all they can be and at least try. If they don't make it, then they're game over right then and there. Keep going back and forth. If they really want to make money, that moolah, let them keep going. Shoot it out. Klippz, would you?
I feel like they make enough money. They're not worried about the moolah. Them boys, Vegas was a sold out show, bro.
What you talking
Vegas
about?
was
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Money as far as what?
I said let them keep going to make more money. He said they make enough money, and then I feel like I could.
That's what I mean. You said keep like what do you mean? As far as the rule change,
more like keep the camera going. You keep the camera going like that.
Yeah. The overtime rule benefits as far as views and money wise. But
it's the last game of the season. Like, don't let them stop. Let them be all they could be. Like, keep going. Put it all on the line. Last game, the championship. If it was 3-3, like if it was like field goal, I get it. But at that point, when it was like up 4, what was it? Up 4, up 5, something like that.
There was
overtime.
In overtime, when Kansas City
up three.
When Kansas scored a touchdown, let 49ers have a drive or two to answer. If they get stopped,
they only had 3 seconds left.
It don't work that way. It don't work.
It don't work. The clock. The reason why was because the clock was over. They literally that last play left 2 seconds left. It was done. There's nothing you was gonna do with 2 seconds.
No, but even if they had enough time, and they were the second possession ball holder, they wouldn't. That's it. It's over.
Also, I want to add.
But that's what Ace is saying, though. Ace is saying.
To my understanding, I was told that once Kansas City scored, game was over. I feel like instead of that, whatever time is left, let 49ers be all they could be and ball up.
So the rule is that, and Jim
give them one more drive.
So yeah, Jim Nantz and Tony Romo was saying that prior to the touchdown of McCole Hardman, that the reason why the Chiefs never called a timeout is because even if the time ran out, they would have let them keep playing because of the overtime rules. And given this a Super Bowl, there is no tie. Now, if San Fran scored a touchdown and Kansas City scored that touchdown, San Fran would have got the ball back. But because they only was able to get a field goal, now all they got to do is get a stop and they win the game.
That's why I didn't agree with that field goal in OT. You got down there 4th and 2. I don't give 2 hells. You give the ball to either CMC
or Jawan Jennings.
Or the running back Mitchell, and you let them 2 yards go. You don't give Mahomes back the ball with no time. I'm just being 100. I just said y'all did that twice in a row. There was twice where they got down there in the red zone, 4th and 2. They got blitzed, which I was mad at because the simple fact is Brock Purdy, they blitzing you. They did it twice. They did it twice, and he threw a dumbass duck pass that was incomplete, which was stupid.
But that goes to this right up here.
Real quick before we get too deep, and I don't want to leave my guy Draco out of this, but Draco, how you feel about that that new overtime rule?
Nah, it's clean. It's clean. They both had a chance to go. The mother boys just took advantage. That's all it is.
Quick example. Purdy should have known they was blitzing, but he did it. Mahomes knew the blitz was coming, and everyone knows they ain't supposed to blitz Mahomes, and he took advantage.
I feel like you could blitz him, but they gave him y'all man coverage, y'all man blitz suck.
Horrible.
Hey, I said that back end was able to get got. I said that. The front four actually played well this game. which I said you got 2 weeks to prepare. I will hope you guys play well.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Nah,
I
it
ain't
was
hear
a good.
confidence when it was down though.
Huh?
I ain't hear too much confidence when it was down.
Nah.
It was
Nah.
kind of quiet in the chat.
It was a
listen.
good defensive game. It was a good
Nah.
defensive game. I say that overall. You know what I'm saying?
I just don't like. I feel like 2 takeaways. San Fran is second. Like, forget San Fran secondary. Kyle Shanahan. Once you kick the field goal, you know Mahomes is not going for anything deep in that 2-minute warning. They are throwing immediate short routes.
Short
the double
passes.
drag.
Short passes.
The double drag that they got with Rice and was it? I think Scantley went across the middle. Somebody else went across the middle with Rice. They threw drags. They did comebacks. They did
Watson.
Y'all know they going. Y'all are going in. They going short. Play for the short. Like, be smart, bro. They're not throwing nothing deep. They're not going. They don't have a lot of big players like that.
But to also kind of play devil's advocate, if you press or play within those yards, and then you do what they did with blitz and do that, and you get beat, and Mahomes can get enough time to throw that ball deep, you lose in regulation. So it's kind of like it's like damn if you do, damn if you don't. I just feel like in overtime they should have just ran the ball.
Man, I'm
Run the
taking
ball.
the chance.
CMC. San Fran should have kept running the ball.
I'm taking a
Yeah,
chance of you.
yeah. They should have definitely. Yeah.
I'm taking it. I'm
he
talking
never
about
saw him
on
as well.
defense.
Huh?
I'm strictly talking on defense. On defense,
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I'm taking a chance. You beat me deep. I know you going short. Beat me deep, nigga. Show me you can beat me deep.
My thing too, I like how they was holding Mahomes. There was boxing Mahomes in for the first and second quarter.
No. They boxed him in all 4 quarters, and then the OT he turned into Houdini, and they gave up on that. That's what
they wasn't allowing him.
I love what Nick Bosa was doing. Nick Bosa was faking the inside and then sealing the edge, so that way he won't allow Mahomes to get outside the pocket.
That's what I'm saying.
But then there was just the adjustments beat. But credit to give credit to Matt Nagy, but he was able to adjust and make some plays and finally let the offense flourish what it needed to. Steve Wilkes, the defense, they picked the wrong time to get tired, because if you notice, that Chiefs defense was gas.
And the offense was like hell.
That was the holding play. That's the holding play.
I just want to throw that. I just want to throw it out there too. I did call it where I had San Fran really pressuring Kansas City's O-line in that offense.
They did
that. They did that.
It was they
did regulation, and then they gave up the
Chase Young looked good for once.
Yeah, I definitely, I hold you to that for sure. I definitely seen a couple plays where he got some pressure on Mahomes. I do want to throw out there too. Back to what I stated from before, and I still stand by this. Brock Purdy had a good game. I still consider him mid. I still consider him an average quarterback. Yes, he's young. Yes, I believe he still has
game manager.
And I totally agree. He has a lot of time to groom and still, but there was a lot of passes that could have been made where he missed. A lot of overthrown and underthrown passes that happened that they, the beginning, the first half, they was only up 10-3. They should have been up 21 or 27-3.
The game should have been over in the first half.
That's what I'm saying. They let the Kansas City Chiefs walk them down. They should have never been in a position where it was 19-19 in the first place. It should have never been no OT to me.
Listen to
you know what I mean?
Can we also acknowledge the fact that this game will be different if Dre Greenlaw doesn't get hurt on that crazy spurt to the field? And when I seen the clip, I was hoping it wasn't that, but they confirmed that it was an Achilles injury.
Yeah,
which sucks given the time that it happened. Because we're in February now, so the recovery for that, he should be hopefully ready by training camp, but who knows?
Yeah, because he was pivotal. He was pivotal in the games before. He was getting interceptions. He was stopping. He was really a menace on the defensive end. You feel me?
He changes the game if he plays.
One thing I do want to ask, how do y'all feel about what's his name? Greenlaw, number 57 on San Fran's defense, and that injury he had running off the
No,
sideline.
that's what we was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was just a freak. It's a freak.
It was a bunch of hoopla injuries going on.
It was tough, but to see that man on ball,
crazy injuries.
to see that man on ball the past 5 possessions before that, the 5 plays before that, it was kind of crazy. I mean, like I said, I haven't watched football too much this year. I've been watching it since the playoffs started. But to see that number show up 5-6 plays before that injury happened, I'm like, damn. I know he was full of energy. I know he was excited, and I'm like,
he's a dog. He's a dog.
That was kind of big.
Besides Greenlaw, because that was freaking nature. Everybody else's injury was just looking a little too wild to me.
Well, Debo was already banged up. Debo was banged up already.
Besides Debo, everybody else. I know what football players be doing when it's a crucial down. And then
they lay on that floor,
make an injury, lay on that floor, injury timeout. You know what I mean? Hold some clock, like that's what they be doing. That's why I ain't like all that. But whatever. It's a good tactic as a coach. You know what I mean? But
I feel like overall it was a great game. So I feel like San Fran should have definitely closed it out. They allowed Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs to get
hang around.
Yeah, to hang around too long. They should have closed it out. Second half. First half they should have closed it out. Have a good lead over them, and then just walk them into the victory.
I mean, it seems like, and I don't mean to cut you off, King, but it seems like they had a game that they had with Detroit. It was just like they was on the opposite end of that. They had control of the game. Yes. They definitely, could have been up a lot more. Yes. But what do we all say? Ace. Experience is the killer. Experience is key. And look what happens. Look what happens.
But if we in the bowl, all I'm saying is we in the Super Bowl. Y'all are on the overtime drive to get 6 points on 4th and 2. I don't care. You better bring that offense out. You weak, bro. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck.
To add on to what Klippz is saying, I said this in the chat. Who was the head coach for the Niners? Kyle Shanahan. What's his history? Blowing leads. This is not surprising to me.
He could was to block a kick though.
Like I'm not blowing up. No bullshit. The reason I feel what you're saying, Trey, about the blowing lead, but a 10-7, like what is it, 10-3?
It was 10-3 throughout the most of the game, but
10-3.
That's a touchdown.
That's the one thing I want to know. Everybody watching right now, just leave a comment down below. What do you think was the most pivotal play or pivotal key moment that you think happened in that game to really make the game change?
One of the plays I feel like I think it was during the second half when the 49ers got up to the 45-yard line and there was 4th down. I felt like they should have kicked that extra field goal. They didn't kick it, but then when it went to the 4th quarter, they kicked a 53-yard field goal, I believe. It was 53 yards. I'm like, you didn't kick the 45-yard, but you kicked the 53 or something like that, the 53-yard kick. I'm like, yo.
I agree with King. I
don't understand that.
Some of the plays they bailed it out Kansas City, like the overthrows on both sides. When you overthrowing the receivers, I don't know what it is, but all season you have the timing down. I understand there's more pressure, but the times where Purdy was overthrowing his receiver, especially that one time in the end zone, that was the key.
We're not gonna do that. That overthrow you talking about to Debo was only because the D lineman, what's his name? Clark, whatever his name is, he just
Chris Jones.
Yeah, timely defense. Like he got there as soon as Brock Purdy was going to release the ball.
If that pass happens, the outcome is different.
I feel you. What about the catch on with the fullback? Kyle
Juszczyk?
Yeah, the catch that he was in stride for, but because the ball bobbled out, it was kind of like a.
They countered that. That was the first down.
Yeah. No, they counted that. That was the first down. Yeah, because
One thing.
What about Pacheco fumbling in the first quarter? That would have been 7 points right there too, probably.
My thing too. The pressure was on. The pressure was on Pacheco. You feel what I'm saying? But I like how he in the second half he turned up. He got that big first yard gain to get the first down and stuff like that. Because I felt like in the first half, maybe after that fumble, his morale was a little down, and they was trying to make sure that he doesn't, lose his morale. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like he did okay. You know what I'm saying? Like he got that first down, and then he never lost.
Yeah, we lost him.
Oh, he cut out. Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he never lost.
Cut out for a second, my guy. Just to piggy up off that. Travis Kelce had 1 reception for 1 yard by the half. The Chiefs had 4 penalties for about 45 yards total. I believe for the first half. If I'm wrong, I think it was the whole game. Either or. San Fran shot themselves in the foot. Again, I want to talk about too, I know you guys seen the play where Travis Kelce ran up on Andy Reid. I'm not a big football guy.
Listen,
I was a Patriot fan when Tom Brady was there. If Brady was to do that to Belichick, he would not be back in that arena. He would have got shipped out of Mass.
Listen, his girl is on the side.
I've never seen that before, and I was confused.
What you talking about? You talking about Kelce grabbed up Andy Reid?
When Kelce ran up on Andy Reid, and it looked like he
listen. I was
the ball.
gonna ask you what you thought about that. I ain't gonna hold you.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought Andy Reid was about to fall over, have a heart attack.
That's a great way to tell your coach he sucked right now. Put me in the game. You're.
You see, I want to get to that.
If AJ Brown does that, he's a detriment to the team.
I want to get to that though, because is that really Andy Reid's fault though?
For what?
No.
What do you mean?
But real quick, and I'm sorry, I'm just.
What reason? Hold on 1 second, Ace. What reason did Travis Kelce had?
Because
to go up to Andy Reid like that.
The play they took him out and they put in Noah Gray, a fumble happened. That was the reason.
Right.
I mean, the Pacheco fumble.
But the coach. My thing is, before Ace goes real quick, my thing is that the coach can't anticipate the future happening. He made an adjustment off of his interpretation. I don't think that was right for Travis Kelce to do that to him. That's something that we've never seen before. So I can't sit here and say that's normal.
What you mean? That's right with the fumble?
No, as far as Travis Kelce running up on Andy Reid like that.
I feel like they have that. I feel like you can't say that because they've never been in a game where it was this detrimental. You've never seen them in a game this detrimental where he took him out and something detrimental happened. That's the reason why it happened. He said
he's always on the field.
He's always in the game. He's always on the field. He's the best blocking tight end. He's the best receiving tight end. That was the whole point. He's telling me like, yo, this is the game. Put me in the game. Use me.
Real quick.
Listen, that boy wanted the ball. The Swifties was out there. That boy wanted the ball.
Care squad.
Go ahead, Ace.
Paisley, well, you said Brady and Belichick. I'm gonna compare it to Gronkowski and Belichick. It was the tight end, and it was I feel like if it was Brady, it would have had more standard. If Mahomes would have came, it would have been more understanding. Like, yo, hold up. It was
real quick, and I'll let you go. My thing is we can't do. We do a lot of ifs. If was a spliff, we'll all lift up.
And Belichick, but to my understanding, when I watched the play before, Kelce was wide open and Mahomes didn't throw it to him. That's why he was upset. So if you look at it, if you go back and look at it, he was wide open and it was beyond first down. Then the play after is when the fumble happened. So if I'm open and I'm the number one option, Reed, why didn't he come to me? That's why I shouted.
So why not talk to Mahomes on a side like that, just like my guy number 4, and I don't know his name, but I seen it.
He talked. Yeah.
Where he had a comment where he was bickering at.
Wait. But before Rice talked to Mahomes, he went to the coordinator and was like, "Take me out." I watched his words before he went to Mahomes and talked. He was already complaining to the coordinator. I know a play because there was a play. It was Kelsey. Mahomes threw the ball 1-on-1. It was Kelsey versus Fred
It was
Warner.
the fade for
It
the
was a
win
fade. It was for
on the left side
well,
when
if
he had
never would've
Rashid on the
threw to
right.
Kelsey, he had Rashid Rice coming across the middle, wide open.
But let's not sit here and act like San Fran ain't had a game plan for Travis Kelce and had that motherfucker on lock. He wasn't getting open.
Well, the reason why he wasn't getting open,
but he wasn't getting open.
But the reason why he wasn't getting open because the front four was getting pressure, which is something that you gotta give credit to them. They was getting that pressure on him, and when they couldn't get pressure or when Kansas City was able to adjust, San Fran, Steve Wilkes, the defensive coordinator, couldn't make those adjustments to match that. You notice Kansas City, they were gassed, but when it was time to make those adjustments, and that Steve Spagnuolo screwed up those blitzes, they got off the field. So it goes back to experience. But I mean, I can't even really say that too much because Fred Warner was on that Super Bowl team when they lost to Kansas City. Nick Bosa was there. Kyle Shanahan coached. It's like you had enough time to prep for this.
The only difference is they had a better throw at the wall. They had Garoppolo and Brock Purdy. That's the only.
I mean,
difference.
I mean, hey, Garoppolo's biggest overthrow cost them Super Bowl too.
So Travis Kelce had one reception for 1 yard, ended up in the game and ended the game with 93 yards total.
And when they second half in overtime mostly. It was like they did a tight end screen and he got about 10 yards to 15 yards on it.
He was cooking in that last drive, those last two drives.
The last
two drives in the fourth quarter, he went off.
Those were his. That's what I was saying earlier. When you kick the field goal against Mahomes, you give him time. They're not beating you deep. They're playing short to milk that clock. So sit your asses with underneath. They ran a bubble. They ran a tight end screen. They ran, I think, a slant play, and they ran another play. And then Mahomes got out the pocket and ran twice on them niggas for like 10 yards. Excuse my language, for like 10 yards. He didn't do that the whole half.
He didn't do that.
If you was watching that game, that shouldn't have surprised you. I was waiting for him to run at some point.
It's
just the fact that they didn't seal the edge. I think a couple of those plays were when Bosa wasn't on the edge. Yeah, one of them was up the middle, one was kind of like through the A gap or towards the edge, and I don't think Bosa was there on that one.
And that was y'all had a great.
Go ahead, Klippz.
You had a great game containing him, but wait till the last key drop in the game
to let him just
literally struggle with containing him.
Bro,
that was
to
struggle.
Y'all unleashed him and let him do what he wanted to do.
You gotta think about it. The offense started clicking, and they're like, they forgot to put a spy on Mahomes because they were so worried about covering everyone else on the field. Because you have Rashid Rice starting to get rhythm, you have Pacheco out there, you have Kelsey doing what Kelsey's doing. And then you're getting like Justin Watson was catching passes that game for crucial plays. I think he cut the out route like 20 yards one play. So it was like they started worrying about everybody else. They got about 15.
I'm just telling you right now, I'd rather live with Pacheco and Rice beating me besides Kelsey and Mahomes. That's just me, bro.
Can we talk about how Kansas City got the best cornerback duo in the league? They got the best cornerback duo in the league.
I mean, I don't think that's debatable.
Lavarius Sneed and Trent McDuffie.
I thought you was going for Mahomes and like Kelsey.
No, he said
corner.
My apologies.
You got the All-Pro and McDuffie. Sneed should have been an All-Pro as well.
I don't think they got the best secondary.
Who got a better secondary?
We're not here to name a better secondary. We're here to talk about the Super Bowl. I'm just saying I don't think they're that good enough for me personally that to say name the best secondary.
Oh man. For another day. For another day.
Real quick. Ace and Draco. Given that San Fran has just been to the finals, not the finals, thinking about basketball, to the Super Bowl about 3 years ago. How do y'all feel them losing again? Same matchup, same coach.
Man, acting like they got blown out, man. It was a hard fought game. They was right. They kick got blocked. That's all it was.
Yeah, freaking nature stuff happens.
It's like Utah and Chicago, man. Same team, same result.
Ace, how you feel about it, man? The rematch of the Super Bowl, Mahomes coming out on top again.
It goes back to who was there the last time, who's there now, and what happened. This time they definitely fought and went to overtime. They was in position to win the game. However, freaking nature or not, how are you going to weather the storm? How are you going to bounce back to show that, all right, this play happened, but let's bounce back from that? Great fought from both sides to even get there. It's just, like I said, who was there from the last time they played and lost, who wasn't there to help, and how they're going to do going forward. Keep your head up. There's going to be more Super Bowls. However, this was a winnable.
They ain't never going.
They ain't going back there.
Bro,
Nah, I think San Fran has a good chance to go back. It's going to be tougher. Another person that we didn't met, I can't pronounce his name, but they lost him, I think, at the end of the year, right before the postseason. Their safety. I forgot his name, but that safety they lost to injury. He was key for that defense also. He would have been a game changer for that defense to help. But I mean, last year, Mahomes, they said he couldn't do it without Tyreek. He did it. This year was probably his worst receiving core. And that team was one of the top teams leading with drop passes. And they got it done again. I mean, it just shows that they find ways to win. And I just need not my Baltimore. I want Lamar Jackson to get that ring next year.
You so gung ho on Lamar. We talking about the Super Bowl. He ain't make it.
Well, we just said next year if they're gonna make it another one. So
if they make it, you know what I'm saying?
We already making our picks for next year.
No. I said I want him to win.
Yo, we gonna lock Musa in for Lamar and Patrick.
Yeah, everyone knows those are my two favorite quarterbacks.
In the championship, and what is it, the AFC?
Yo,
Mahomes and Lamar Jackson again? That's what you got?
They both
No, that's not what I said.
They both Purdy was only sacked one time. That chunk is blowing my mind, bro.
Nah, but he was scrambling. He was doing what he had to do to get out of tough situations in the pocket.
Another thing they was just horrible. They was just horrible on third downs. They're not a third down team. They just can't get it done. They were 3 for 12 on third downs.
And I think a lot of those third down plays was like third and medium, third and long too.
Defensive game.
Yeah, this was a good Super Bowl. I'm glad it ended the way it did as far as entertainment wise, because that first half was looking kind of slow. Unless you was like an old school football fan.
And they won time of possession.
Speaking of half, I swore he was gonna pull Taylor Swift up stage. I was wrong for that, but hey, Ludacris, him, and Little John look like the big three performing. All right, that's all I'm saying.
That's what I want to, before
I
we get out of here.
I didn't watch the halftime. I didn't watch the halftime.
That's what I was gonna say, man. Before we get out of here, man, I give that Usher halftime show a 10 out of 10, man. That's just me personally. I'm a big fan of Usher. I thought having Little John and go ahead, Klippz.
I really watched the halftime show.
Oh yeah, I was there watching it, man. I'm into that stuff, man. But I was a fan of it, man. I was a fan of it.
It was part of the game.
That's the only thing I missed.
My favorite one was last year though, with 50 and Dre and Eminem and stuff. That was dope.
That was tough.
Was there any good commercials? I didn't really see too many good.
I wasn't a fan of the commercials at all. The movies and stuff was good. And the new shows and all that stuff was kind of cool, but
nah, that Quiet Place commercial was fire. The Quiet Place, it's a movie. It's like a third one. I gotta look in on that because the first two Quiet Place movies was good. Yeah, that's a fact. They definitely tough.
They both had the same amount of penalties at the end of the game.
Man,
yeah, it was how the penalties was. Remember when the 49ers was fourth and whatever, and they got the holding call to give them the first down? That was tough. Holding.
You just know how to. I'm telling you, it just felt. I don't know. To me, it felt like they know how to throw that flag right when the Niners are just picking up momentum. Mitchell caught that first down. He's not holding. Come
Hold
back.
it.
I said, oh.
Come back, boy. Bring it back.
Real quick, who got Super Bowl MVP? I think I turned it off right after the game was over.
It.
Mahomes.
You know who got it.
I didn't even see who got Super Bowl MVP. But
The only thing
I didn't need to see it. I already
the
know.
only thing they was missing at the end, Kelsey was supposed to bring her down and propose, and she was supposed to say no.
I heard he's going to retire. I heard he's thinking about retiring.
He didn't forget to say,
tough, boy.
You gotta fight for your right
Yo, listen.
to party.
Oh boy.
Listen. I'm gonna just tell you, I'm not a big Taylor Swift person, but when they break up, I'm looking forward to the album.
Oh man.
Yeah, we gonna end it on that. Troll alert.
When she breaks up with
that's
him,
nasty work.
when she breaks up with him, Chiefs ain't gonna do too good. I'm telling you that now. You heard it here.
Don't say that because they was doing good without it. They was doing good without it. You can't say that.
I don't want to troll nobody's relationship.
He was more focused.
That's hate.
Now he got something to dwell on.
Hey, Ace ain't familiar with Kelsey's game because he didn't see who Kelsey was before.
We not gonna sit here.
Kelsey's a dog. Kelsey's a dog.
Go ahead, Draco.
Man, the league ain't care about Kelsey before her, man. He was
Don't
okay.
do that. Yes, they did.
That's cap.
Yes, they did.
Cap.
Listen, any football NFL players that's watching, we just trolling. Do not take this to heart.
That's hate.
She made that man. Yeah, he was a good player, but she made him an icon.
That's hate.
Yo, his jersey sales went up 400%.
Now he got the Kelsey cut. That's a black man fade. Stop it. Stop it.
Hey, yo, like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe.
Hey, we listen. We not going to dwell on. We not going to dwell on the Taylor Swift show. All right.
Let's not forget about how Usher was holding on to
like, comment, and subscribe, and laugh with us, man.
How Usher was holding on to Alicia Keys, boy.
Yeah.
I seen that on Twitter. I did see that on Twitter, though. I seen that on Twitter.
First off, Alicia Keys is fine, but it's all for the performance. Peso, go ahead, do what you gotta do, man.
Hey, man, listen, guys.
Swiss Beats about to pull up on Usher.
Listen, man, it was an epic night tonight, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Tune in for episode 5 this Saturday. We thank y'all for tuning in. Enjoy y'all night. Enjoy y'all week.
Back-to-back rings.